Hey guys, it's the weekend, and not only do I love my workouts on Saturday because I can sleep in a little bit, but it's also meal planning and just week planning in itself. I really do love being able to get organized on the weekends with my plan for the week and what I'm going to be doing, and grocery shopping and that kind of stuff. So it really just kind of gets me set up for success for the rest of the week. So today I'm actually going to upload some information for you guys. When I first started tracking my meals and planning, it was really overwhelming. I knew that I needed to be under, a certain calorie number, but I also was wondering, how many proteins should I be eating? How many fats? How many starches? How much vegetables? Fruits, I know those are sugary, but you're supposed to eat fruit, and, it was just really overwhelming. So as a beginner, what I found really helpful was a spreadsheet I actually got through one of my other workout programs. This is great for beginners because it tells you how many calories in a range that you need to be in, and then you can plug them into a spreadsheet that kind of equals that. So for example, if you are needing to be in a 1,500 calorie range, you would eat 4 starches a day, 1 beans, legumes group, 3 veggies, 5 fruits, 13 proteins, and maybe 5 fats. And so this kind of gives you a marker to start with. Definitely it's a good beginner way to keep track of things. Now, if you're having an issue with, say, you're lactose intolerant, or you're staying away from grains, or maybe you're vegetarian, then we can tweak this a little bit, based on those dietary restrictions that you might have. So the plan that I'm going to send over to you, if I can get you guys to see this a little bit, it is a spreadsheet, and you're going to see tabs at the bottom of the page. And so the first tab is for 1,800 calories. The second one is for 15. The third one is for 1,200. And I've actually added on to it since. Currently doing the P90X2 program, which also follows a similar setup so that it's easier for you to track your food. And then a low-carb meal plan, which I started to create for those of my challengers that are carb cycling. So definitely can review some of this stuff with you guys. But for starters, I would say to stay in the first couple of tabs. I've created some samples in there as far as recipes, but for the most part, you can just plan your meals as breakfast should have a protein, a starch, a fat, lunch, snacks. Your Shakeology can be in there. Shakeology itself counts for 4 proteins, and I can help you guys going forward. I'll post in there samples of my meal plans. I'm in the 1,800 to 1,900 calorie range, depending on my workouts for the day. And so I might be a little bit higher, or that might be about where some of you are at. So we can review that together. One of the big things I mentioned was the planning. So tomorrow is my grocery shopping day. Usually I have to plan for the week because of school, lunches, and snacks and things like that. So when I go to the store, a big thing I do always is buy either a bunch of chicken breasts that are like pre-packaged portion size. We have a grocery store near us that sells them individual, so they're about 4 or 5 ounces piece of chicken, and I can just eat that for lunch or for dinner, and just plan if I'm going to do chicken with peppers and broccoli and a pasta, or maybe a spaghetti squash or something like that if I'm staying within my low carbs. And then another idea that I like to do is buy a rotisserie chicken and bake it on Sundays, and then you can pick apart the whole chicken all week, remove the skin, and either make a soup out of it, sandwiches, things like that. If you're staying away from breads, you can put it on salads. I have a really incredible skinny Caesar dressing I can pass on to you guys, recipe that's made with Greek yogurt. And then I also have an awesome balsamic one that comes from the T25 program, if any of you guys have that. Lots and lots and lots of really cool ideas. But for the most part, Sundays are my planning. I'll make sure that usually every day I have oatmeal in the morning, plenty of eggs. That's kind of how I kick off my mornings, and then lots of chicken usually, and then I do throw in some skirt steaks in there too, because I really love to do the whole Caesar thing on spinach and romaine for my lunches, and just making sure to, plan for plenty of those. Now, we do have a family. There's 5 of us. We got some picky kids in our household. So mostly I plan for 3 of us to eat dinner the same together. The other ones will do chicken nuggets or mac and cheese. And yeah, anyway, so what I'll do when I'm planning my meals on my spreadsheet is, if I say I know that the 3 of us are going to be eating fish and my portion of fish is 4 ounces, 5 ounces, what have you, then I can work backwards from there. I know I'm going to have the fish. I know we're going to have quinoa with it, and maybe some asparagus, say, and then I know one of my snacks is Shakeology. So there I've already filled in 2 blank spots for my breakfast and a snack. I mean, my dinner and a snack, and then I can fill in from there. I do have some favorites that I like for breakfast too, so my 3 spots are already filled up, and then usually lunch is the toughest because I'm all over the place with what I feel like some days. So I make sure to plan for my Caesar salads. I do a balsamic and mushroom with the steak also. And then my 3rd favorite is a rice bowl. And you can actually make the rice bowl up a week in advance. It's just chicken, brown rice, and mixed vegetables. And the mixed vegetables can either be fresh or frozen, depending on how simple or hard that is for you. You can pre-make the mix of the sesame oil and the hot sauce and the soy sauce. I can give you guys that as well if it's not already up on our page. So a couple good things to get you guys started. Message me if you have any questions. I'm going to upload this today so that you guys can get started with your planning. I think I also will be uploading a big list of snacks. I've got like 30 snacks for you guys to pick from, and some are travelable. So if you're a person that's in your car or your work, you don't have a microwave or what have you, there's a lot of snacks in there that you can kind of take to go or eat to go. And if you have any other questions or you need any other suggestions, or you're struggling with understanding the spreadsheet or where you need to be calorie-wise, let me know. We can talk about, rounding up or rounding down depending on where you're at with your numbers. And then we can make adjustments as we go on too. So as you progress, as you start to lose weight, we need to reevaluate some of those things as well. I know I've had to do that quite a few times myself. So we want to eliminate any plateaus happening going forward. So I'm so excited for you guys to start. And again, if you have any questions, let me know, and have a great weekend. It's getting cold here, so we're starting to bundle up in our area, but have an awesome weekend, and I will talk to you soon. And Monday is the big day. I'm so excited for us to get started together. We can do this. Bye, guys.